This is Dan of Vagabond Awake. Join Chung Hoi and I now as we discuss our plans for 2020 going forward. So what were your surprises this year?
This year,
Yeah.
my surprise also is Cambodia. Both, I never expect that somebody would be retire in Cambodia. I never expect that.
Yeah.
Until we transfer from Phu Quoc to 𝐶𝐈 that time, and then we meet a German woman that she retired in Kampot for 6 months a year,
Yeah.
which is right now in the winter time she will go back to Kampot. So she tells us a lot about this, about Kampot, about food, and then when we were in 𝐶𝐈, it's very quiet and very laid back, and then the food over there is also good. And then after that, when we arrive in Kampot, it's like, wow, now I know why everyone in here.
Yeah.
It's everyone named a country. I never expect there is Amsterdam, you know,
Yeah.
the people will go there and open a hotel in Kampot.
Yeah, and it was concentrated right in the center, the old town, if you want to call it that. And it was either owned and operated or
You own the hotel.
or managed by, or they were all, many foreigners. Of course, the Cambodians are there too, but it's just surprising to see that many foreigners in one
But
town.
when you walk around, you will not see that much of foreigner. You know, they are only in the restaurant. So if you
Yeah.
don't like to see the foreigner, just go to the local restaurant. You will not see the foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I like being more around the locals, but it didn't bother me too much in being around foreigners in Kampot. Maybe because it was still relatively cheap, and they were,
You will not see them that much, even we go to.
and it wasn't any one country. It was sort of like the world was there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it wasn't like some parts you go to a place and it's all Aussies or all Americans or all. You're like, wait a second, am I in America or am I? But in Kampot, you were in the world.
You are in the world. So
Yeah.
Cambodia is really surprised me on
Yeah.
this year.
Well, that's,
Yeah. But where is your best place on this year that you like it so much? That you will stay there for 3 months.
3 months. I don't know. I'm still juggling a little bit in my head about Vietnam, but I would say that Nha Trang, but not in the tourist area, in that really cool neighborhood that I talk about on my Nha Trang report. And then Da Nang is also really cool. But in this case, I would stay in the expat area, that neighborhood that's in the report. And where we met Roy Stevenson, remember that area? And then I'm also really liked Hoi An, so I'm not sure. The nice thing about Da Nang and Hoi An is they're next door to each other. They're 20-minute bus ride apart for
30 minutes.
for a couple dollars or whatever.
About like $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah. So, but overall, I think Nha Trang I felt most comfortable in for Vietnam. But in Cambodia, I did enjoy Kampot, but I think maybe I would live there a month of the year. I think right now I'm sort of settling in the idea that I'd really like to spend, like do a little bit of jumping around. Maybe spend 3 months, if I'm in Southeast Asia for a year, maybe spend a month or 2 in Penang, maybe a few weeks in Malacca, maybe a month in KL, and then pop up to Thailand and spend maybe a month in Krabi, and maybe a month in Pai or Chiang Mai, and then pop over to Vietnam, depending on the time of year. If the weather's good, stay in Hanoi or just go straight to Da Nang and Hoi An, and then Nha Trang. And then Phu Quoc was quite a nice place. That's worth a month of your time. Yeah. And with Vietnam, it's beautiful because you can get a year.
Yeah, you can get a year visa.
You can get a year visa, so you can bop around there for 6 months or 8 months or whatever.
And then you go to Cambodia.
Then you go to Cambodia for a month or two. So, and you bang out a year pretty fast doing that.
Yes.
And then hey, hop on a plane and either go to Eastern Europe or go to Mexico or whatever. So, I think the main thing is if you're doing it prudently, you're not buying these crazy airfares that are going halfway around the world. You're buying $100 airfares to switch regions or $200 airfares. And then maybe once a year you have to do a really long flight that costs you $500 or $600. And so long as you keep your rents low in each place you go, and you're eating smart either at home or restaurants that are healthy and cheap, I don't see why you really need to settle in one place. I know a lot of people are, I think they call them nesters, like they want to know where their home is and a place to go back to. But I've never really felt that need. I like moving forward.
But we also met some people, they were not like, you say the Georgians, she also just go to Georgia for 6 months.
Yeah.
The German lady,
yeah,
she also just go to Cambodia
yeah.
for the 6
The
months.
world is, whatever you want it to be.
You just pick a good, cheap place and then, stay there for 6 months
Yeah.
to have a best time
Yeah.
of the life.
And I think, as I recall, what she said is she has a long-term lease on her house in Vietnam. I'm sorry, in Cambodia. Is that what she said?
Long-term lease?
She's renting, but it's a long-term rent. Like she's been in the same house for like 8 years or something, or 12 years.
Oh yeah, she's in the more than 10 years, I remember. And then the house, she built a house.
She built the house on someone else's land. Yeah.
So after she died,
they get the house.
They get the house.
Yeah, yeah. But it's so cheap to build there. She was able to build the house. For some reason, the number $12,000 or euros.
1,000. Yeah.
12,000.
12,000.
So she built a house for 12,000 in 𝐴𝐺, and the deal is while she's alive she can live there, but when she dies, the land, of course, the landowner is on the land with her, but when she dies, they get the house. So, and she's already been there like 10 or 12 years, and she looks healthy to me. She'll probably go another 10 or 20. I mean, maybe 30 more years.
She's very funny. She total local. She was in a minivan with us. She just play with the local.
Yeah, she's goofing on all the locals.
Yeah.
And the foreigners, the expats.
Yeah, and she said Cambodia people is very playful. They are very happy.
Yeah.
I think so. You know why? You should Google that.
You're silly. Different parts of Cambodia, you smell marijuana everywhere you go. So that's what Chimbo is. Thanks for listening to our video, and happy holidays. This ends part 2 of 2 parts, and we will next talk about 𝐶𝐈 Cambodia. So subscribe, stay tuned, and let's move forward with figuring out the world. Thanks so much. This is Dan of Vagabond Buddha. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, and if you're enjoying this video, could you please subscribe, like it, comment? Any of those things would help us in the search rankings and improve our business, so I can get enough money together to buy her a new pair of shoes. She has holes in the bottom of her shoes.
No, I don't.
Please help us. This is Dan of Vagabond Awake, the YouTube channel for Vagabond Buddha, and I write retired cheap reports all over the world. To come to Vagabond Buddha and check it out. If you subscribe to our membership, then I'll be able to afford to buy Chung Boy a new dress once a year, maybe.
Yes, once a year.
Dan of Vagabond Awake, and if you're enjoying this video, could you please subscribe, like it, comment? Any of those things would help us in the search rankings and improve our business, so I can get enough money together to buy her a new pair of shoes. She has holes in the bottom of her shoes.
No, I don't.
Please help us.